Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Is I'm audible to you people? One minute, 1 minute. Walaikum salam. Is I'm audible to you people? Okay, fine. We were dealing with a chapter that is plant kingdom. In that, we have completed 3 different groups of plants. The first one is algae, second one is bryophyte, and second one is bryophyte, and third one we have to start, that is gymnosperm. Not 3 groups we have completed, 2 groups we have completed. Algae, bryophytes we have completed, and third one we are going to start, that is gymnosperms. Those who are in hilly region, they have seen these trees, these plants, gymnosperm. Okay. Usually you just observe in angiosperm. The plants which you have observed, the plant which you have seen, the plant which you will see regularly, that will have a reproductive part that is called as flower. That is called as flower. A flower will have 2 important structures. One is gynoecium, another one is andrecium. One is gynoecium and another one is andrecium. Gynoecium is female reproductive part. Gynoecium is female reproductive part. Andrecium it is male reproductive part. Okay, this is actually 2 important part of a flower. One is female reproductive part, that is gynoecium, and andrecium. Apart from that, we will have petals, we will have sepals, and we will have a stalk of a flower. These 3 are petals and sepals are accessory arc. Now, once the reproduction takes place, male gamete producing structure, that is pollen grain is produced in stamen or anther, and that will be transferred to stigma. Pollen grain lands on gynoecium and produces a long tube. In that long, after reaching it to ovary, this is the solan part. Observe here, this solan part of gynoecium, is called as ovary. The solan part is called as ovary, and fertilization will take place inside ovary. Ovules are present. Inside ovary, ovules are present. Fertilization will take place inside ovary, And after fertilization, ovule turns into seeds. Ovule turn into seeds. And what is the fate of ovary? Ovary turns into fruit. Okay? The fruit which we are eating, that is matured ovary, that is ripened ovary. That is angiosperm I'm talking about. I'm talking about angiosperm. Seeds in angiosperm, seeds are enclosed inside the fruit where seeds are present. Seeds are present inside the ovary, inside the fruit, where ovules are present. Ovules are present inside the ovary, where seeds are present. Seeds are present inside the fruit. That is in a normal angiosperm. That is normal angiosperm. So after fertilization, what will happen? This that is a sepals falls off, petals falls off, androecium falls off, petals falls off, and then this upper part, the stigma falls off, style falls off. What remains? The remains is ovary and fruit. Ovary, and that ovary after that transform itself into fruit. Ovary transform into fruit, and this ovule transform into seeds. Seeds are covered by a fruit wall. Seeds are covered by means of fruit wall. In which plant I am talking about? I am talking about angiosperm. I am talking about angiosperm. Now, but actually we have to start which topic? Gymnosperm. Now, observe here. Okay? Now, observe here. Now, observe here. This ovary, this fruit, what I am going to observe here, what I am going to remove the ovarian wall. I am going to remove the ovarian wall. What happened now? Ovules are not covered. And after fertilization, ovule turns into what? Ovule turns into seed. Ovule turns into seed. So seeds are not covered inside the fruit wall. So what type of seed we are observing? The seeds are naked. The seeds are naked. The seeds are naked. The seeds are naked. The seeds are without naked. The seeds are without any covering. So gymnosperm, sperma means sperma means seed. Gymno means naked. The plants which produce the seeds which are going to be naked. The plant which are going produce seeds which are going to be naked. That plants are called as gymnosperm. What are gymnosperm? Gymnosperms are those plants in which ovary is completely absent. Gymnosperms are those plants in which ovules are going to be completely exposed. Gymnosperms are the plant in which seeds are going to be completely naked. Okay, this naked seeded plant are nothing but gymnosperm. So three plants we have completed, that is algae, bryophyte, pteridophytes, and then next one we are talking about gymnosperm. This is the fourth group of a plant we are talking. Algae, bryophyte, pteridophytes and gymnosperm. Gymnosperms are those plants which produces what kind of a seed? Naked seed. Why naked seed? Because there is no ovary, there is no fruit. What it is there? Only seeds are there. So seeds are exposed. Yes, seeds are naked. Seeds are not without any covering. Seeds are without any covering. Naked seeded plants. The seeds that develop post fertilization from the ovule that are going to be naked. Okay, where these plants grows, what is the habitat, how the plant looks like. Gymnosperms are those plants. We have some plants that are going to be shrubs, shrubby plants. That is not going to be huge one. That is not going to be huge one. Shrubs are there. Some are small or huge trees. Some are small or huge trees. Shrubs are also there. Huge or a short size plants are there. These plants usually grows in a hilly mountainous region. Apart from that, here also it is there. Christmas tree you might have observed. Christmas tree you might have observed. That is nothing but gymnosperm. Christmas tree, what you have observed, that is nothing but a gymnosperm. Conifers, that are conifers. The tallest tree, important point, tallest tree of the world, present day, the tallest tree of the world, that is sequoia, 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 that is the tallest tree, sequoia, sequoia, tallest tree. The tallest tree in the world is Sequoia sempervirens. Sequoia sempervirens. General name is called as redwood. The general name is called as redwood tree. Redwood tree. Sequoia sempervirens. Tallest tree of the world is Sequoia sempervirens. Sequoia sempervirens. Tallest tree. Tallest tree of the world belongs to gymnosperm, pteridophyte, angiosperm, bryophyte or algae. Tallest tree belongs to gymnosperm. Which is the tallest tree? Sequoia sempervirens. Sequoia sempervirens is the tallest tree. That is general name is redwood. General name is redwood. The height is approximately 121 feet, 121 to 120, approximately 25 storage building. That much tall, huge tree. That is Royal Botanical Garden, that is preserved as an asset to the world. The tallest tree, Sequoia sempervirens, belongs to gymnosperm. Gymnosperm. Now, root we will start. How will be the root of this tree? How will be the root of this tree? Root system is tap root system. Root system is tap root system. Tap root. All gymnosperm will have tap root system. There is no plant which is going to have a fibrous root. All gymnosperm will have tap root system. What is the tap root? The root that actually arises from the seed will remain with the plant throughout the life of the plant, and it produces many branches. It produces many branches. You are going to study in detail about the root. A root which will have primary root, secondary root, and then tertiary root. These roots are called, this type of root system is called as tap root system. This root system is called as tap root system. So gymnosperm will have tap roots or fibrous root. Gymnosperms will have tap roots. Gymnosperm will have a tap roots. Okay, next point. Stem we will come across. Root, further 2 more points are there. Some of the plants, some of the gymnosperm plants, like pine tree, or pinus also, that is called as pine tree or pinus tree. Okay, some of the pine tree, some of the gymnosperm pine tree will have symbiotic association with fungi. Symbiotic, the root system will have symbiotic association with fungi. Fungi will grow with near to the root of this gymnosperm pinus tree. So this is called as mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza. Already we know it. Fungi will grow with higher plants as symbiotic relationship, as symbiotically with the roots of some higher plant. That statement we are proving it now. The roots of pinus tree will have symbiotic association with fungi. With fungi. What is symbiotic association? Already मैं explain करके हूँ. What is symbiotic association? मेरे को बताइए थोड़ा. What is symbiosis? What is symbiosis? Yes, the plants, plant seeds which do not have cover that plants are called as gymnosperm. Beneficial relationship. Very good. Beneficial relationship. Mashallah. Beneficial relationship. Okay. A relation between two different organisms. Relation between two different organisms where both the organisms are benefited. That relation is called as symbiotic relationship. Here plant will give some type of sugar to fungi, and fungi will help in absorption of water and minerals to the plant. So both fungi as well as pine tree are benefited. So what type of relationship? Symbiotic relationship. What this is mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza pinus tree. While observe here another very important point, next one which I am talking now, very important. Some competitive exam have competitive exam books as well as some competitive exam this question is asked. The roots of cycas. Roots of cycas. Roots of cycas. What is cycas? Cycas is a plant. Cycas is a plant. This is a normal root, tap root. This is a normal root, that is tap root. Apart from this tap root, cycas produces special branches. Observe here, special branches. That special branches gives an appearance of corals. Those who have seen underwater documentaries in Discovery Channel and these channels, they have seen corals. This root gives an appearance of corals. That's why it is called as coralloid root. That's why it is called as coralloid roots. Coralloid root. This is called as coralloid roots. Apart from normal tap root, it will produce some special branches that gives an appearance of corals. That's why these branch roots, that is special branches, are called as coralloid roots. Coralloid roots. In this coralloid root, plant will give shelter to some cyanobacteria. What is cyanobacteria? Can anyone? मेरे को जरा भूल जाता हूँ भाई मैं cyanobacteria को और एक क्या भी बोल सकते हैं क्या? Cyanobacteria. What is cyanobacteria? जल्दी बेटा. Cyanobacteria. Yes, mashallah. That is blue-green algae, cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. So this plant is coralloid. Plant's coralloid root is giving a shelter to blue-green algae, which fixes nitrogen. Nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. क्या example दीजिए? Nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria के example दीजिए. 1 or 2. नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग साइनोबैक्टीरिया. एक या दो एग्जांपल है. वेरी गुड, माशाअल्लाह. दैट इज Nostoc and Anabina. Nostoc and Anabina. Nostoc and Anabina. NCERT book is not mentioned here, but you are remembering it. Nostoc and Anabina. So now Nostoc and Anabina, that is cyanobacteria, is getting shelter in which type of root? In coralloid roots. In which plant coralloid root is observed? In cycas plant coralloid root is observed. Cycas is a gymnosperm or pteridophyte or angiosperm. Cycas is a gymnosperm. Cycas will develop that is a symbiotic association with fungi or bacteria. Cycas develop a symbiotic association with bacteria. Pine tree develops a symbiotic association with fungi or bacteria with fungi. This association, both this association is symbiotic or parasitic. Both this association is symbiotic. Both this association is a symbiotic. Okay. Now, this is about the root of these plants. Now we will come to stem. Now we will come to stem. Coralloid root, याद रखिए भाई, coralloid root. ख्याल रखना है, भूल गए, परेशान हो जाते. Coralloid root, corals, बायोलॉजी, zoology में भी पढ़ेंगे आप corals, लेकिन यहाँ पे confuse नहीं ना. Coralloid roots are found in cycas, which develops an association with which plant? Which develops an association with which bacteria? That is cyanobacteria. Now, a stem. In case of gymnosperm, there are stems which are unbranched. Which are unbranched. No branching. Even it grows for 100 years, it will not produce any branches. It will not produce any branches. Unbranched. कहीं भी coconut plant को आप branches देख के है क्या? No. Coconut plant till now in my life I have not seen any branched coconut plant. Same way, cycas also will not produce any branches. Cycas plant also will not produce any branches. You might have seen this tree under the flyovers. Under the flyovers in Hyderabad, many places are there. Under the flyovers, it gives a look of coconut tree only, but it is a small, up to 2 feet or 3 feet. That's all. Under the coconut, under the flyovers, this type of leaves are it produces. It is unbranched. Height of the plant, you will be shocked after listening. It grows for nearly 5 feet after 100 years. The growth is so slow, it takes 100 years to grow up to 5 feet. That much slow growth, but it remains. It is unbranched. The stem is unbranched. In which plant? In cycas. In cycas. In some plants, like we have Pinus and Cedrus. Pinus and Cedrus. Pinus and Cedrus. Pinus. In the next page, the tree picture is given. The second B diagram, that is Pinus tree. Cedrus. Cedrus tree कौन सा है बोले तो जिससे क्रिकेट की बैट बनाते, क्रिकेट बैट. Cedar tree, Cedrus tree. So Pinus and Cedrus. Pinus and Cedrus. Stem is branched. Stem is branched. So root, we have two modifications, two understandings instead of modification. One with fungi, one with cyanobacteria. A stem, we have unbranched and branch. Unbranched cycas, branch Pinus and Cedrus. Pinus and Cedrus. Okay, that is about the stem. Now it comes to leaf. Leaf, we have both the type of leaf we have. That is, one is simple leaf and another one is compound leaf. Both the leaves are found. Simple leaf and compound leaf. Simple leaf, a leaf will have only one leaf lamina. Leaf lamina, that is entire, that is not dissected. That is not dissected. In the next page, you can see that the bottom, the last one, that is ginkgo plant is given. In that the leaves are there that are simple. Whereas here the leaves are observed here, it will have one midrib and it will have many pinnas. These are pinnately compound, that is leaflets. Many leaflets are present that are called as pinnately compound. The leaves are pinnate, Syncytias, pinnately compound leaf, We have both the leaf. We have simple leaf as well as compound leaf. We have simple leaf as well as a compound leaf. Okay. And in case of cycas, the leaf that is pinnately compound leaf may survive, may remain for many years. The leaf may remain on the plant for many years. Leaf of the plant may remain for many years, persist for many years. Same leaf will be remaining there for many years, persistent for many years. Okay, now the quality and the special characters of these leaves. These leaves are adapted to xerophytic condition. They are adapted to xerophytic condition. They will have a thick cuticle, a waxy covering over the leaf. A complete epidermis, a complete leaf is covered by means of wax. That is called as waxy covering. That is called as cuticle. The leaves are covered by means of cuticle. The leaves are covered by means of cuticle. The leaves are covered by means of cuticle. Okay, the leaves are covered by means of cuticle. And why this cuticle is there? Just cuticle is there so that the plant should not lose water. The plant should not lose water in the form of water vapor. The plant should not lose water in the form of water vapor. What is the phenomena by which the plant loses water in the form of water vapor? थोड़ा बताइए क्या कौन सा phenomena है? What is the phenomena by which plant loses water by means of water vapor? 10th class में आके है, जो भी पढ़ के पास हुए उनको मालूम है. Yes, mashallah, that is transpiration. That is transpiration. So thick cuticle will be there for what purpose? To check transpiration. So transpiration should not take place. And apart from that, stomata is going to be sunken. Stomata is going to be sunken. What is sunken stomata? Stomata will not be on the surface. Stomata will be deep inside the pocket. Deep inside. It is not on the surface. It is deep inside the leaf. That is called as sunken stomata. That is called as a sunken stomata. Why stomata will be there? Stomata is needed by the plant for exchange of gases. And apart from that, water is also must take place. That is also transpiration. To avoid loss or excessive loss, this plant have some xerophytic adaptation, that is presence of cuticle, presence of sunken stomata. And in pine tree, the leaf, observe this leaf. Now suddenly I am converting leaf lamina into what? Leaf lamina into needles. Leaf lamina. 3 leaves I have written here. How many leaves I have written? 3 leaves. Observe, this is one leaf, this is another leaf, and this is another leaf. The leaf gives an appearance of needle. So big lamina is not there. Only small needle-like appearance is there. Needle leaf. Pine tree, again pine tree. These are some structures that are related to vegetative structure of a plant, like how is the root, how is the stem, and how is the leaf. Of which plant? Gymnosperm. If you have any doubts, just ask me. I'll proceed with the reproduction. If you have any doubt, just clarify the doubts. Reproduction will start. Reproduction in gymnosperm. Very good. Those who are holding a book in front of them, they are understanding very clearly. Those who are sitting luxuriously, देखेंगे जब सर सामने नहीं आ रहा, क्या देखना है बोल के गए. Okay, we'll proceed further. Sir, how you has calculated for 1 second in 2000 nucleotide? That is not much. Okay, needle, one question has appeared. This is a stem, branch or a stem. Now it is having, now I'll say, it is having 3 leaves. This is 1 leaf, this is another leaf, and this is another leaf, 3 leaves. Okay, now this plant will obviously loses water. Why? Lamina is there, lamina, flat surface is there, and that many pores are there. What are that pores? Are called as stomata. Stomatas are there, and that stomata will allow water to go out in the form of water vapor. That is transpiration will take place. अगर lamina का size छोटा कर देंगे, if we reduce the lamina size, so number of stomata also will get reduced. So some plants have developed a mechanism. They will not have flat lamina, but instead of that, they will have a lamina which is needle-like. Which is a needle-like. एक needle है. Needle सुई के जैसा. Needle. This lamina is also modified. This lamina is also modified. See, 3 leaves are there, but the leaves are in what form? The leaves are in the form of needles. That is needle leaf. Okay, now it is clear. Now gymnosperm, a question. Gymnosperms are heterosporous. कल की ही discussion है, yesterday's discussion. What do you mean by heterosporous? What do you mean by heterosporous? What do you mean by heterosporous? जरा बताइए. What do you mean by persistent? बहुत दिन तक रहने वाला. Conifers, the cone shape, long trees, Christmas tree, cone shape का structure रहता है. मेहंदी का cone रहता ना, वैसा रहता है पूरा stem. Okay. What is mycorrhiza? Fungi associated with the roots is mycorrhizal association. Already I have described it. Okay. Heterosporous. What do you mean by heterosporous? 2 types of spores, mega and micro, different kinds of spore, which produces 2 kinds of spores. So gymnosperm produces haploid, microspore and megaspore. Okay, very good. Gymnosperms are heterosporous. Whether all pteridophytes are heterosporous, all pteridophytes are heterosporous. Whether all pteridophytes are heterosporous? No, very good. No, all pteridophytes are not heterosporous. Very few pteridophytes are heterosporous. Which are the 2 pteridophytes which are heterosporous? कौन से हैं 2? बताइए. Selaginella and Salvinia. Very good. Selaginella and Salvinia are heterosporous. Whereas when it comes to gymnosperm, all gymnosperms are heterosporous. All gymnosperm are heterosporous. Heterosporous. It produces 2 kinds of spore. What are the 2 kinds of spore? One is microspore and another one is megaspore. And another one is megaspore. Another one is megaspore. Two kinds of spores. Microspore. Here, now I'm using a word, is nothing but pollen grain. Nothing but pollen grain, which is nothing but male gametophyte. Male gametophyte. All the three names. Microspore, also called as pollen grain, also called as male gametophyte. So now question comes, the plant which we discussed, the root which we discussed, is a sporophyte or gametophyte? It is a sporophyte. It produces spores. What is that microspore? That is pollen grain. That is nothing but male gametophyte. Male gametophyte is highly reduced in Kesar. And female megaspore. Megaspore is nothing but also called as ovule. Ovule is also called as ovule. Okay. Now, where that is produced, how that is produced, that we will understand. Microspores are produced in microsporangia. Observe here, I am drawing microsporangias. How many microsporangia I have drawn? 1, 2, 3 and 4 microsporangia. They are produced in the leaf. They are produced in the leaf. That is, they are produced in the leaf that is triangular shape. That is triangular shape. That is produced in the leaf. That is produced in the leaf. The sporangias are produced on the leaf. Now, what this leaf is called as? हम leaf क्या बोलेंगे इसको? ये leaf को क्या बोलेंगे? The leaf that is producing sporangia, that is producing sporangia. Leaf is a fill. Leaf is a fill. If it is producing sporophyll, that is called as sporophyll. Here one sporangia, here one sporangia, here sporangia, sporangia, sporangia. So now this is producing sporangia. In the sporangia we have spores. We have spore. What is this leaf is called as? Sporophyll. Sporophyll. Now it is producing which kind of a spore? Microspore or megaspore? It is producing microspore. So what we can call it as? Microsporophyll. A leaf, a modified leaf that produces spores. Which spores? Microspores are called as microsporophyll. That is microsporophyll. Now observe that. This is a stalk. This is आप आंसर करेंगे, मैं नहीं जवाब दूंगा. This is one microsporophyll. Many microspores are there. Microsporangia. This is another microsporangia. Microsporophyll. This is another microsporophyll. So when microsporophylls are compactly arranged, when they are compactly arranged, then that structure is called as, what is that structure is called as? All the sporophylls are compactly arranged. It forms a structure that is called as, क्या बोल सकते हैं हम? What is called as? That is called as cones or strobili. Cones or strobili. So a cone or a strobili will have how many microsporophyll in this case? Many microsporophylls. These microsporophyll are compactly arranged or loosely arranged. They are compactly arranged. They are compactly arranged. These microsporophyll, when comes together, compactly arranged, forms a what? Strobili or a cone. Now, this cone is producing what spores? Microspore. Microspores are male spores or female spores? Microspores are male spores. So this cone, what we can call it as? Male cone or female cone? This cone is called as male cone. This cone is called as female cone. So this cone is called as male cone. A male cone will have the leaves which are modified, are called as microsporophylls. Microsporophyle will bear what? Sporangia. Which sporangia? Microsporangia. Microsporangia produces what? Spores. Which spores? Microspores. That are called as microspores. These microspores, अब एक माइक्रोस्पोर को निकाल लेंगे हम बाहर, देखेंगे माइक्रोस्पोर का. Microspore is nothing but, it is also called as pollen grain. It is also called as pollen grain. In case of, अब थोड़ा revision, in case of bryophyte, plant body itself is a gametophyte. Plant body is a gametophyte. In case of pteridophyte, plant body is a sporophyte, but gametophyte is highly reduced, inconspicuous. In case of gymnosperm, pollen grain is further reduced and it is only three-celled. Only three-celled, vegetative cell and two male gametes. Vegetative cell and two male gametes. Highly reduced. It is not, number is not given, don't worry about the numbers. So, highly reduced gametophyte is observed in which plant? Highly reduced gametophyte is observed in gymnosperm as well as angiosperm also you will come across. Highly developed, dominant gametophyte is observed. Dominant gametophyte is observed in which plant? Tara bataiye. Dominant gametophyte is observed in which plant? Very good. MashaAllah. I feel happy whenever you say these answers. Highly advanced, developed gametophyte is observed in bryophyte. Highly reduced gametophyte is observed in gymnosperm and angiosperm. In gymnosperm and angiosperm. So what about girls? Girls, क्या है भाई? खामोश रह गए क्या? Markensia. Yes, Markensia is nothing but a bryophyte. Markensia is nothing but bryophyte. Okay. Okay. अब आएंगे अब हम फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर के पास. Is male reproductive part is clear to everyone? Clear hai? Any doubts? Any doubts, girls? Is it clear? Okay, now female. It is a stalk. Observe, it is a stalk. Now, this is one special leaf. Observe the leaf I am drawing. It is quite different. Observe the leaf. It is quite different. And in these sockets, or in this small pocket-like structures, pocket-like structures. Observe here. One ovule. This is another ovule. This is another ovule. This is another ovule. Observe here, I am drawing ovules here. What are ovules? Ovules are nothing but female gametophyte. Ovules is nothing but female sporangia. Ovule is nothing but sporangium or sporangia. Which male or female? Female sporangia. Okay. Ovule are covered by ovarian wall or not covered? Not covered. It is not covered. That's why we are studying this in a gymnosperm. Ovules are not covered. Ovules are not covered. And these leaves are compactly arranged or far from one another, compactly arranged. Now, is it a female cone or a male cone? It is a female cone. It is a female cone. And what about these leaves? These leaves are called as fill. These leaves are called as fill. Which fill? Megasporophyll. 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 So we have two types of cone in pine tree, or we have two types of cone in gymnosperm. One is microspore cone and another one is megaspore cone. One is male cone, another one is female cone. Male cone produces what? Male cone produces microspore. Female cone produces what? Female cone produces megaspores. Later we will come across how the female megaspores are produced. We will come across. Okay, female cone. Now, in some plants like pine tree, pinus, याद रखिए, pinus is monoecious. Pinus is monoecious. बताइए monoecious की क्या माने क्या है? Monoecious. Pine tree is monoecious. जल्दी जल्दी बताना भाई. Pine tree is monoecious. Girls are quiet today. I don't know why. Bisexual. Very good. Bisexual. That means a monoecious pine tree will have, observed, a pine tree, it is producing a male cone or strobili, male cone here, and the same plant is producing female cone. The same plant is producing a female cone. Female cone. Male cone as well as female cone. So, in case of pine tree, male plant is different or female plant is different? No. In pine tree, we don't have male plant and female plant. Both male cone as well as female cone is produced on the same plant. That is monoecious plant. Monoecious plant. So, gymnosperm, pine tree is monoecious. When it comes to cycas, cycas, male tree is different and female tree is different. Male tree produces male strobili or male cone. Female tree produces female cone or female strobili. Okay? Is it clear? What is the difference between pine tree as well as cycas? Pine is dioecious. Pine is monoecious. Pine tree is monoecious. Cycas is dioecious. Pine tree is monoecious. Pine tree will produce both male and female cone on the same plant. Whereas in cycas, male plant itself is different and female plant itself is different. Okay. Now, development of Archegonia and megasporangium. Development of Archegonia and okay. अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा ख्याल रखिए और आगे भी आएगा. This is one tissue. ये एक टिश्यू है. This tissue is called as nucellus. This tissue is called as nucellus. याद रखिए टिश्यू का नेम क्या है? nucellus. 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 The tissue is called as 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 nucellus. Okay. This nucellar tissue is protected by coverings. Is protected by coverings. ये है coverings. Later you will come to know about the names of this covering. Coverings are called as integuments. Coverings are called as integuments. We don't want to go in that now. Integuments. This nucellus, why it is protected? Why it is covered? Because nucellus is an important tissue. Why it is important tissue? Because in that nucellus, one cell out of these many cells, only one cell will transform itself into, observe here, megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell. Out of the thousands of cells in nucellus, how many cells will transform themselves into megaspore mother cell? Only one cell transform into megaspore mother cell. Only one cell turned into a megaspore. There are many cells are there, but only one cell is getting transformed into megaspore mother cell. Step by step देखना है. Nucellus था, nucellus के ऊपर protective covering थे. What is that protective covering is called as? Protective covering is called as integument. In that nucellus, how many cells transform into megaspore mother cell? Only one cell transform itself into megaspore mother cell. अब देखिए what will happen to this megaspore mother cell? This megaspore mother cell undergoes meiosis. Megaspore mother cell undergoes meiosis. What is that meiosis is? What type of division? The meiosis is, sir, both female gametes are present in a one band. Yes, you can. Both male and female gametes are produced by same. Reduction division, very good. Meiosis is reduction division. A result of meiosis is how many cells? Result of reduction division is how many cells? Very good. That is reduction produces 4 cells. Reduction produces 4 cells. Meiosis, monoecious, spines, dioecious. Very good. पढ़ाने की जरूरत ही नहीं, आप ही पढ़ लेते कि भाई आप इसके बाद. Okay, meiosis produces 4 cells. Observe 1, 2, 3, and now 4 cells. Which cell underwent meiosis? Megaspore mother cell underwent meiosis. Megaspore mother cell underwent meiosis. Out of these 4 cells, observe now, out of these 4 cells, 3 will disintegrate. 3 will disintegrate. 3 will disintegrate. It is not there in NCERT, even though for your understanding I am explaining. That is, 3 will disintegrate and 1 will develop into female gametophyte. 1 will develop into a female gametophyte. How many cells will disintegrate during development of female gametophyte? 3 cells will disintegrate. The 3 cells are produced by what division? The 3 cells are produced by meiotic division. So, during meiosis, how many cells are produced? 4 cells are produced. Out of 4 cells, how many disintegrate? 3 disintegrate. And what is going to be happen to that 1 cell that is going to remain there? That is going to develop into female gametophyte, and that female gametophyte will produce many archegonia, 2 to 4 archegonia, many archegonia. What is archegonia? What is archegonia? Archegonia is female reproductive structure. Archegonia is a female reproductive structure. One ovule will have how many archegonia? In case of gymnosperm, one ovule may have 2 to 8 archegonia. Many, 2 to many archegonia. 2 to many archegonia. So archegonia, female sex organ developed inside female gametophyte or outside female gametophyte? Inside female gametophyte. Female gametophyte is produced due to reduction division or due to addition division? Due to reduction division. Reduction division of which cell have taken place? Reduction division have taken place from megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell underwent reduction division, produced how many cells? 4 cells. Out of these 4 cells, how many got survived? 1 got survived. 3 disintegrate. Only 1 developed into what? Female gametophyte. In female gametophyte, how many archegonias are produced? Many archegonias are produced. Each archegonia will have 2 to 8, sometimes 8 also, archegonia. And this archegonia will have 1 egg cells. 1 egg cell. So female gamete is produced, and pollen grain that is produced from male cone, pollen grain will have 2 gametes, male gametes, 2 male gametes. So where pollen grains are produced? Pollen grains are produced in male cone. Where female gamete is produced? Female gamete is produced on megaspore ovule, inside ovule, inside female gametophyte, inside archegonia. Inside a archegonia. Okay? Now, any doubts? So archegonia is kept in megasporangium. Any doubts, girls? Usually every time we will ask boys. Nowadays I have to ask girls because boys are answering almost all the questions. Any doubts? Okay, we'll wind up today. We'll continue tomorrow. Gymnosperm थोड़ा time ज़्यादा consume हो गया भाई. Shall we continue? Sir, how to learn examples? बार बार revise करिए, examples आते. We can wind up, sir. Boys are always boys. You worried about grand test, I think. Worried about grand test? Sir, boys will say everything. Yes, only sir. आते ना बेटे, आप जरा हिफाजत से रहिए, सामना तो होने वाला है. What about girls? Shall we wind up? Our girls, shall we wind up? Sir, yes sir. Very much worried. Inshallah, things will go fine. Work, revision, repeated working, solving the bits is the solution for your worries. Bits, different competitive books. लीजिए, workout करिए, bits solve करिए. That is the solution. And I'm saying it now itself. डूबने के बाद बचने की कोशिश नहीं करना। डूब गए, डूबने से पहले तैरने का सीख लीजिए। So before the portion get build ups, before that portion becomes a mountain, just अभी वर्कआउट करिए, पोर्शन को माउंटेन बनने मत दीजिए। चैप्टर स्लोली, थर्ड चैप्टर वी आर कंप्लीटिंग, फर्स्ट चैप्टर, सेकंड चैप्टर, थर्ड चैप्टर, परफेक्शन से बार बार प्रैक्टिस करते हुए आगे बढ़ते रहिए। You keep on working every day. You had to at least touch botany twice. At least 1 hour तो देना है आप every day for bits. आप अपना शाहीन मटेरियल है and all the material, कौन सा मटेरियल है सर? Is college is reopening? I don't know. I don't want to comment on that official issue. College reopen हो रही नहीं हो रही? I am not a concerned person. I am a concerned person for botany. You just ask about the botany. बॉटनी के बारे में पूछिए भाई, मेरे को कॉलेज के बारे में मत पूछिए। ओके, अस्सलाम वालेकुम।